For 6 days now, the EU Solar team and 30 Micronesian technicians have been traveling the Pacific Ocean aboard the Caroline Voyager. They've taken on an unusual mission: the installation of solar systems on remote islands in the FSM. Watch as Peter, the project leader, commissions a solar facility on the island of Satawan. All in all, Peter only finds a few small problems, which are immediately fixed. The installation has been a complete success. The Department of Education already ordered a VSAT satellite dish for the island. Soon, everyone here will benefit from a functioning communication center with internet and telephone.
Where the children can now hopefully start using computers soon. The principal just told us that laptops are coming, and that will make a big difference for them.
The computers have already arrived and are being put through their paces thanks to the solar system that's already online on the neighboring island of Moch. For the students here, it's been a huge breakthrough. It's extremely challenging to provide an education in the Federated States of Micronesia that's up to international standards because the small islands are spread so far and wide across the ocean. Use of computers with internet access is therefore an absolute necessity. It's the only way children and youngsters will ever have the chance for decent future prospects by completing job training courses or attending university. Peter checks the installation and the team makes a few improvements with the enthusiastic cooperation and support of the community. Here on Moch, the school won't be the only beneficiary of the system. The hospital can now run a refrigerator for vaccines, and the community will be able to store its fish in a freezer. The mayor thanks Peter Konings for all the hard work and entrusts him with a thank you letter to the European Union. Everyone benefits from the project directly and indirectly.
Beside these PV projects, solar energy projects, the installations, we do a lot of energy efficiency in the country, awareness campaign, so telling to the people how to reduce their consumption of energy, but also what is renewable energy, what can it do, how can it benefit the nation.
Cheers. Cheers. Thank you.
It's still a few more days to Yap. Passing the time on board is just, well, done as best one can. The Caroline Voyager is no luxury liner. It can get a bit cramped below decks.
You are being swayed from one side to the other side the whole day, and you get used to it. It's actually quite okay. And it's a small space. I think that's something to get used to. But it's also very relaxing. You can't do that much. You chat to people, and you can lay back and you can prepare for what's ahead or do a lot of reading. I enjoyed it.
The next stop is at the island of Onon. Axel and his team installed a mini-grid system here a few weeks ago.
Riding the wave, huh?
Wow.
Aye, aye, aye.
Disembarking brings back memories.
Did you already fell into the water once?
No, just get wet, that's all. Up to the hip, huh?
While offloading the batteries, high waves caused 2 of them to fall into the water.
This is the one that swam. It turned out not to swim.
Fortunately, the batteries survived their dip. Their casing prevented salt water from entering, and they are fully operational. The team double-checks the battery acid levels and tops the batteries up with distilled water. If the local operators service them well, these batteries will last up to 10 years. This small facility packs quite a punch. With 11.5 kilowatt peak and 3,000 amp-hour battery capacity, it's the largest of all the projects so far. And a dress rehearsal for the final 2 installations on Asor and Fadrai, where more complex systems are planned.
I worked out how much fuel it would save. You know, if you wanted to actually run this kind of a thing on a diesel generator, it would take probably about 20 drums of fuel a year. So it's like 400 drums of fuel over the lifetime of the system that you would have to carry to this island, which is, I mean, if you look around, the people have fuel for a month and then they run out because the boat hasn't come. So it's really an ideal solution.
Electricity is an absolute treat for these students. Classrooms, the cafeteria and infirmary, and the dormitories for the students who board here are now being supplied with electricity. A computer room with 20 computers is being planned, and internet access is to be available soon. While the solar team finishes checking the facility, local girls weave traditional wreaths of flowers for them as a thank you gift. They never had electricity here before. The last cable joints and switches are being checked in the power center.
So this one also has to go out. You need to hang on to these little screws now. And then I would possibly remove this.
The system has been cleverly designed to easily accommodate higher demand.
That's the good thing about you can. So instead of just having one 3 kilowatt unit, we could expand it up to 12 kilowatt. And then on each side you have the wiring centers, which makes it quite nice to put together. Let's just bend it like this. All I'm saying is let's work on it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but Jimmy, if I move it like that and it comes off, then I'm happy that it comes off now.
Okay.
Because this was already a weak link.
On-the-job training. These local technicians have learned a lot over the past months during the various installations. But maintaining the systems in the future is a critical issue.
But that training still has to happen, you know, to be able to maintain the system on this level, to check the system that there is no corrosion happening and no hot connections building up. So that is beyond the local operator's duty.
To keep the photovoltaic systems functioning smoothly over the coming years, special training sessions are planned for maintenance instruction. The solar team is celebrated by the locals with a song Axel requested. The implementation of solar power contributes to people's sense of hope for the future. Many left their island homes in search of a better quality of life. Now, though, people here are starting to believe they could have a good future at home.
It is a gift for tomorrow. The wisdom of going solar is something that is foreign to us, because the technology is quite foreign. But the sun is not something foreign to us. We live with it, and so we're very grateful that we're able to harness the power that is given to us by God.
On behalf of EU and all of us, I think, thank you very much.
That was the third part in our series, Solar in Paradise. In the next episode, the team faces serious problems. Stay tuned.
Bapak, si Bapak.